Aloha and welcome to Home Sweet Home Hawaii, your go-to channel for all things real estate in Hawaii. Today we're going to take you on a tour of one of the best towns on Oahu, the beach town of Kailua. We'll be pointing out main streets, some of the top neighborhoods, shopping centers, schools, and popular scenic spots. So buckle up as we embark on this adventure to see if Kailua is a great fit for you to call home. So let's dive right in. Hi, my name is Chris. Welcome to our YouTube channel, Home Sweet Home Hawaii. Whether your move is in 9 days or 90 days, feel free to give us a call or shoot us a text or send us an email. Our contact info is below. Here at Home Sweet Home Hawaii, we're here to make your move as smooth and stress-free as possible. Aloha. So as you drive into Kailua, there are actually 3 ways to drive into Kailua. There's the H3, which we're on now, and there's the Pali highway, which is coming out of town. Vertically up, and then there's the Likelike, which also comes out from town. And so right now we're on the H3 and we're going to exit 14. If you continue going straight on the H3, that's actually going to put you at the Marine Corps base. And coming up H3, there are 2 exits for Kailua. There's exit 11, and which exits off, you go left for Kaneohe and right for Kailua, or continue and exit off the H3. We just exited 14, which is Makapu Boulevard, and this is really the northern western part of Kailua, if you will. We have Kalaheo High School on the left, and if you keep going straight, it takes you into Aikahi Park. Aikahi has one of the best high schools in Oahu, not just Kailua, but don't take my word for it. You want to go on niche.com or greatschools.org for all high school information. And to the left here, you have Kalaheo Hillside, and this street takes you straight into Kailua. To the right, we have Coconut Grove, and to the left, we have the Ko'olaupaku neighborhood and also the Kalama Tract coming up. Now, Coconut Grove, it's really the entry level for Kailua homes. Single-family homes start around the 900,000 range, but they're generally in fair condition and need renovation. And as we go southbound on Oniava, to the left, you're going to have Kalama Tract, and then you're going to have Beachside. Beachside is on the beach strip. It's a block or 2 off the beach. And Beachside and Lanikai are the 2 best neighborhoods in Kailua. I say best neighborhoods because they're the closest, or they have oceanfront footage to the most pristine, beautiful beaches on Oahu. These neighborhoods have oceanfront views of Kailua Beach and Lanikai Beach. Now, Aikahi Park is made up of single-family homes, of course, and there are some townhomes. The townhomes are called Aikahi Gardens, and they're 2 and 3 bedroom townhomes. They start in the 650,000 price point, go as high as 800,000 price point. The single families start at 1.4 and go up to about 1.8. As for Kalaheo Hillside, those single-family homes start around 1.1 million for a fixer-upper and go upwards about 2 million. Now, overall, Kailua in general, the average sales price for a Kailua home, let's just say it's 1.7 million, right? Like I said, a starter home is going to be like 900 to grand to $1 million, but that's really in fair condition. You're going to need renovation for that, or complete rehab for that. That's why I say, typically average sales price is 1.7 million. You can of course get into a home for 1.2 million, but just to be safe, plan on 1.4, 1.5 million. And depending on the location, of course, in Kailua and the neighborhood, homes are typically around the $2 million price point. Now, Beachside is the neighborhood that's a block and 2 blocks off the beach here in Kailua Beach, off Kailua Bay. You can get into a home for 2.6 million in average condition, and that's with no views. And believe it or not, it goes upwards to $30 million if it's on the ocean. Though there's currently an estate here on the market for $50 million as of February in 2024. And Lanikai, the next beach neighborhood down, those fixers start in the 2s with limited views And the highest priced recent sale there in Lanikai was 2 years ago for close to 24 million. And granted, that was a double lot, 2 lots, but yeah, went for 24 million cash purchase. So right now we're driving down Malaniu Avenue, and this is parallel with Oniava. And I'm showing you this because to the left here, or northbound, if you will, this is the Beachside neighborhood, and Kalama Tract is in the middle, and Coconut Grove is the next neighborhood over. And the street runs parallel with Oniava, and it runs right into Kailua town. The actual Kailua town proper, actually there are no single family homes. There are several condominium complexes and one high-rise, but there are several neighborhoods surrounding Kailua town, and there are upwards of 22 neighborhoods in Kailua. So as we drive into town, you might not be able to see this, but there's only one high-rise in Kailua, and that was built in 1979, and it's called Windward Passage. One bedrooms there start at like in the 400s and go as high as like $1.25 million for a 3-bedroom. And there's one penthouse for sale actually that's 1.45, $1.5 million right now on the market. Now there are several low-rise building communities that I mentioned, varying in price. Starting in the 500,000s, there's Gardenia Manor, there is Ko'olau Vista, there's Poinciana Manor, there's Hokulani in Kailua. And I would say that the nicest one, which happens to be the most recently developed, is Kamalani at Kailua, which is just steps away from Kailua Beach State Park. Here we have Kailua Elementary School, and you can see it's kind of gentrified. You've got a lot of old mixed with new in Kailua still to this day. Right now we're at one of the main intersections in Kailua, which is Ku'ulei Road and Oniava, which turns into Kailua. So if you continue going straight, that actually takes you to the Pali Highway. So as I mentioned, Kailua has been undergoing gentrification for several years, right? So we have a Whole Foods here. We have Down to Earth, which is Hawaii's version of Whole Foods. We have the Maui Brewing Company restaurant, and BJ Penn's UFC gym is here. If you take this down all the way, it puts you into more neighborhoods like Kailua Estates, Ku'ulei Tract. There's the Bluestone townhome community, which is in a forest-like setting. It's got spacious townhomes that they're on a hillside that overlook the fairways of the Mid-Pacific Country Club, and it's kind of pricey for a townhome, 1.2 to 1.6 million. But the maintenance fees are also up there. $1,600 a month for maintenance fees. So now we're going westbound on Kalaheo Avenue, and it's the opposite way where we came in on Oniava. And to the right is Beachside Villas. And again, these are the homes that start around 2.6 million in average condition with no views. And they go upwards of really as high as 30 million directly on the ocean. See there's all the beaches here in Oahu are public access. And I don't know if you could tell, but I just set up a break for these wonderful families here that are going to the beach. You can take a left here on Ku'uniu, and thank you. And see how we all wave the shaka here in Hawaii. It's a little way of saying thanks. And aloha, just spreading the aloha love. And I wanted to show you a neighborhood called Ku'ulei Tract, which is opposite Kailua Intermediate School and Kailua State Park. Just to give you an example of a neighborhood that's really close by to Kailua town. Here we are at Kailua Beach Park, and as you can see, it's a typical windy day. It's actually a bit windier than it normally is, but this is a spot for your windsurfing, your kayaking, and of course your parasailing. And behind me is Lanikai, and we'll go there next. But Lanikai's beaches are more serene and best for laying out, relaxing, and doing some stand-up paddle boarding where it's not as windy. And behind me is Lanikai's small lighthouse, which is a landmark for Lanikai. And we also have the Lanikai pillbox hike behind us as well. So we're leaving Kailua Beach Park right now, and we're heading to Lanikai. And you can see the beach park extends all the way down here up to the lighthouse. And we're approaching the lighthouse, which is a landmark of Lanikai. As we drive into Lanikai, there is one way in and one way out. It's a big loop. It's a big loop around. And we've got the Mokes, which are the Mapulua, two islands, two small twin islands, which are actually bird sanctuaries. And the Mokes they're pretty famous. They're basically on every postcard there is in Hawaii. Here we are in Lanikai, and as I mentioned, homes usually start in the $2 million price point for very fair condition that they need complete renovation. Behind me is actually a unique offering. It's 4 separate buildings that are part of one single family house. It's priced at $4,790,000, and it's 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms in all, and it's quite unique. I wanted to provide you with 3 examples of homes for sale in Kailua. One is in Likelike Tract, which is a neighborhood just on the outskirts of Kailua town. Another one is a glamorous estate in the Beachside community, which is one of the top neighborhoods in Kailua, along with another home in Lanikai, what many residents would consider the most desirable neighborhood in Kailua. Keep in mind, Kailua is one of the most expensive places to live in Hawaii due to its high demand and limited supply of housing, since many people want to live here because of its beautiful beaches and relaxed small town vibe. Price points for a condo can range anywhere in the 500,000s, 700,000s, and over 1 million, depending on the location, amenities, and high-end finishes. And you can get into a single family house under $1 million, but the home will need at minimum some updating, but would usually require a complete renovation or rebuild. Expect single-family homes to average $1.7 million, again depending on the location. Homes in the beachside neighborhoods and Lanikai can go upwards of $12 million to $25 million, with some of these homes having direct beach access or their own linear oceanfront footage, maximizing views of the stunning beach while providing privacy from neighboring houses. So home number 1, example number 1 in Likelike Tract is address 175 Ku'uhalei Street. Likelike Tract is one of the very desirable neighborhoods because it has wide streets and large 10,000 square foot lots. This particular home was built in 1959, yet it's been beautifully maintained, and at 2,300 square feet of interior living space and priced just a hair under $2.5 million at $2,450,000, you're looking at over $1,000 per square foot. At the time of this filming, again in March of 2024, this home quickly went under contract in a few days. Even though it only has 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, a bonus for a lot of buyers is a single level floor plan, and it also has own PV system with 2 Tesla Powerwalls. If you're looking to build a new home in this neighborhood, you'll likely need to find a home that's dilapidated condition to raise it or tear it down for the lot, which typically sell for about $1.5 million plus. The next 2 examples are in the Beachside neighborhood, which borders Kailua Beach, and close by the Lanikai neighborhood, which borders Lanikai Beach. Typically, teardowns sell for $2.5 million on average in these areas, depending on the proximity to the beach. And I've seen vacant lots sell for as high as $8,250,000, all cash, for less than an acre of oceanfront. The example in Beachside I wanted to share with you is 123 Kailua Loop is one of Hawaii's premier beachfront estates that fronts Kailua Beach. It was designed by award-winning Gast architects of San Francisco. It's privately gated as you'd expect, and it has 125 linear feet of beachfront real estate. You literally walk out of your house to the beach. With over 11,000 square feet of indoor-outdoor living, this property has integrated sustainability and smart home features, including energy-efficient lighting and audio and media, a whole home water filtration system, climate control pantry, heated pool, security of course, PV and solar, and it even has an elevator and backup generator. Next up is 380 Llama Place, priced at $13,800,000. There's 7,147 square feet of living space spread over a 13,000 square foot lot. Built in 2023, it's an artistic masterpiece of design and architecture. It was designed by Cesar Giraldo Design and executed by James McPeak Architecture and Crema Builders. This spectacular home is literally sculpted into the Lanikai hillside. 380 Llama Place offers the ultimate in luxurious living with privacy and unparalleled views of the Mokulua Islands and beyond. No details were overlooked when crafting this fine property. It even boasts Venetian plaster throughout the interior and exterior. Features of this fine home include artwork commissioned by Pierre Bonifile in France, custom furnishings by the Meridiani of Italy, and Gaggenau appliances, Beau-format kitchen, Creston smart home, temperature-controlled wine room, skyframe windows, a cone commercial elevator, and much more. It's accented by lavender marble, travertine, teak, and European white oak throughout. Truly a one-of-a-kind property for the most discerning owner. Here we are right by the Kailua Hawaii supermarket and the new loop that they put in. And there's Braun Urgent Care, my buddy's clinic, and Bob's Pizzeria, which is awesome Boston style pizza, and Island Snow, which has some of the best shave ice on the island. So if we're driving up from Pali Highway towards Kailua, we take a right, Kalani Ana Ole. Castle Hospital is to your left, and that's the main hospital where Kailua residents go. As you go up Kalani Ana Ole Highway, it takes you straight to Waimanalo. So I wanted to show you a little best kept secret here. And this is part of Olomana Heights. And we are off, it's a gated entrance here. And there are about 27 parcels, don't quote me on that. I've got to look that up again. But basically there are a bunch of 2+ acre lots for sale that have been purchased for single family residences that are all custom built homes. And it's a very unique neighborhood. It has its own small little HOA, but like I said, every lot is at least 2 acres and they're agricultural lots. So with that, you're allowed to build your custom home lot, but you're not allowed to build more than 2 single-family residence homes on these 2 acre lots. So you're limited with any AG land when you build in Hawaii on AG agricultural lots. But you can build 1 single-family house and a barn, and maybe like an adjacent guest house attached to the single-family house. But we are going to go through here and show you some of these beautiful residences. And we are located really on a hillside. So the way these homes are strategically placed on the lots, you can have coastal views of Kailua Beach and also Kaneohe Bay. And the most recent lot, just the lot itself, sold for $1.5 million. So of course, you've got to factor in another $30,000 to connect your plumbing and electrical. Many of these lots have that already in place, but of course factor in the cost to build your home, which is usually between $300 to $450 a square foot at minimum, and depending on the finishes and everything you're choosing here. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video to be helpful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, click the like button for us, and tap the notification bell. That way you can be first to know when we publish a new video and keep you informed in the Hawaii real estate market. Mahalo, and until next time, aloha.